Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I will be reviewing Jackie Aina'S Forvr Mood Scent Moods Candle Collection. I hope you guys like this video. Just as a little treat for you guys, I made one of the candle scents into an entremet. I wanted to quickly share that dessert with you before we start with the candle review. I hope you guys like this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you are subscribed, click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. So this entremet had 4 parts: a chocolate sponge, a coffee mousse, a hazelnut Daquoise, and a salted caramel glaze. I started off of the chocolate sponge because it was really easy. I used a box cake for this recipe and all the ingredients are listed on the box, and as usual we're going to put all the ingredients in the description box. So for this I actually only needed half of the cake batter. I laid it out on my sheet pan and I made sure that I had parchment paper to make sure that nothing stuck, and then I just spread that all over because we're just trying to get a nice flat cake. And what I did after the cake was baked was that I cut it up in circles with a cup. The next thing I made was our coffee mousse. This was actually a 2-step process. The first thing I did was make the custard, and this had to cool down for about 40 minutes for it to reach room temperature before it could be incorporated with our whipping cream. So I made sure to cover the custard with saran wrap. You can see a couple of bubbles, but the reason why we put the saran wrap is that we don't get that crisp top that can be left behind. So once I had the custard nicely cooled, I just went ahead and I whipped my whipped cream, and I added a secret ingredient, which was Bailey's. Yes, I added Bailey's. I did not measure it. I just poured it until I felt that it was just right. Once the cream was whipped, I incorporated the custard and I gently folded that in with my plastic spatula just to make sure that everywhere was incorporated and that it was still nice and airy. So once that was done, I just set that aside and I made my hazelnut Daquoise. That was actually one of my favorite things and one of the most delicious parts of this dessert. So with the hazelnut Daquoise, I actually made my own hazelnut meal, which is really simple to make. You just buy hazelnut, you toast it, and then you grind it until it is finely ground. And to make the hazelnut Daquoise is actually really simple. It's really just egg whites, your hazelnut meal, and sugar that you fold in together. What I then did was, again, I used my baking sheet. I just laid it down on my baking sheet. She made a mistake when I was spreading out my Daquoise. I made it too thin. So to resolve that, I joined 2 discs together to make one insert. Once the Daquoise was ready, we were ready to assemble. So it was a really simple process. I first added some mousse at the base, then I added my chocolate cake insert, added more mousse, and then added my hazelnut Daquoise, and then I covered that up with some more mousse. I used my pastries knife to make sure that the top was nice and even, and then I repeated that 3 more times. Once I had everything nice and smooth out, I just put that in my freezer for about 3 hours. And then it was time for my favorite part. So I made my Caramel Mirror Glaze from scratch, and I was so excited to just be able to pour it all over and watch the magic happen. So this was actually my favorite part of the whole experience. So yeah, that was basically it. Once I poured the mirror glaze on all the desserts, I actually popped them into the fridge this time for about an hour, 30 minutes, so that the mousse would actually be a bit softer, because right now it was frozen. And yeah, that is the final result. This is what my cake looked like, and when you cut it in, you can see how everything just stayed in place and everything was set perfectly. I absolutely loved this cake. None of the flavors were overpowering. It was delicious. Here guys, here is the finished result. As you guys can see, I'm so proud of myself getting that mirror glaze. It looks so good. So yeah, so we're gonna take our first bite of the dessert. I have a better picture of how it looks, so I'm gonna insert that, but yeah. This is so good. The hazelnut just hit me. That was the cake, and now we're just going to review the candles. So I ordered the mini set because I didn't know which candles I would like the most. So I wanted to try all of them out, and then I will be buying a bigger set, the biggest size of some of them. So this is what the mini set looks like. You guys can see my box is a bit smudged because I've had it for at least 3 months. So I've used these candles. They have been burning in my house. This is what it looks like, and then let me just. So this is what the box looks like when it comes in, and then you literally just open it, and as you open it you can see all the candles. I didn't notice it the first time, but they are actually in order of shade, so you can see that it goes from lighter to darker. So the first candle that I burned was the Hey Big Head candle, and this is my favorite one. This is the one that I base my entremet on. You guys can see I burnt the hell out of this candle. It smells amazing. This is also my Yenli's favorite candle. So I have all the scents written down here just so that you guys can get a better idea. I based my entremet on this candle. The top scent is roasted coffee, the heart is sweet toffee and hazelnut, and the base is vanilla. I love this smell. The first thing that I smelled though when I burnt it was the coffee and then the sweet toffee. I smelled the hazelnut, but the vanilla, which is the base, was also very faint. So this was my favorite. The next candle I have is Skinny Dipped, and it really gave me vacation vibes, like vacation Caribbean sunny day vibes. I really love that coconut smell. Even though it has like nutmeg and clove, it gives me more outdoorsy vacation beach vibes as opposed to nutmeg and clove, which gives you homey holiday Christmas winter vibes. But I really love this one. For this one, the top is pistachio, almond cream and apple. The heart is nutmeg, clove and coconut, and the base is vanilla and tonka. Oh, it's amazing. You guys, look at this. This candle is done, but I just decided to keep it so that I can show you guys in this review. This is Grown Folks Business, and top is herbal moss, white clove and cool mint. The heart is cedar, gray cedar, vetiver, patchouli and yang, and then the base is amber, rosewood and vanilla. All the candles are really strong. One thing that I want to say is that if you're one of these people that likes faint scents, this would not be for you because all the scents are really strong. So your house will smell like this. There's a scent that Bath and Body Works has. I can't remember the name, but I always used to have it at home. If you like that, I'm going to put it here, but if you like that type of scent, this is going to be the candle for you. The last candle that I have is So you guys can really see, this is We Not Linking and this is Grown Folks Business. And look, if you look inside, you can see that I've barely burnt this one and this one is almost done. Actually, most of the other candles are almost done and this one, We Not Linking, is not. It's not my favorite. It really is not my favorite scent. So for this one, the top was pumpkin, the heart was cinnamon, ginger and nutmeg, and the base was whipped cream. Really gives you that holiday Christmas vibes. The cinnamon for me was just overpowering on this candle, so I was like, I cannot have that much cinnamon in my life. But if you do like those types of scents, that type of Christmassy, baking cookies, making gingerbread and pumpkin pie type scent, this is the candle for you. When you burn these candles, the scent kind of takes over the whole place. It's like, for me, it was just too strong. This particular scent was just too strong for me, so that was not something that I don't know, I just did not like it. But yeah, I didn't hate it, it's just that it was just too much cinnamon for me. So that is basically it. This was amazing. I'm so happy to just be able to get just black owned candles, you know. So yeah, that's my review of the candles. I hope you guys like this video. If you want to purchase any of these candles, the links will be in the description box. This was obviously not sponsored. I purchased all of the candles. I was super excited to be able to make that dessert and have the dessert come out so successfully. Thank you guys again for tuning in to my video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.